that either should come for legislation or for enactment of act. The first one of them is that the NCAA Act is overdue for amendment, and it should be brought urgently to be amended so that we prepare them to cope with the challenges of the time.
The coroner inquest on that Dana crash. I'm also a lawyer. We've not concluded.
Okay.
Yeah, there is yet another.
So there's
Thank
another
you,
crash,
gentlemen.
same thing and whatever.
Thank you. We've got to go now. We've been chatting with Malaki Ogumadu, who's a legal practitioner, Mr. Bruce Ugiomo, a human rights activist, and Ruvie Enakoko, another human rights activist, as well as Chris Aligbe, aviation expert. Thank you all very much for coming to share your insights. We had a very animated discussion about what is happening, but this is not the end of it. We'll hear more things in the course of the week, and we'll bring them to you as they unfold. Sunrise will return in just a moment. Please stay with us.
Brought to you by Etisalat.
My students counseled me, so I don't have time for a headache.
When minutes matter, take Panadol. Panadol is the first pain reliever with Optizorb technology, which releases medicine 5 times faster than regular paracetamol tablets.
Every minute makes a difference.
Caring takes strength. Panadol.
Sọlúdìgbẹ́ o làǹtìlanti pàtàn lábẹ́ ewé ìlú òkè ni mo lọ ó ti gbélé yẹn ta o ọmọ àpà lí wọ́n perú rẹ o ìbàṣẹ̀jẹ́ Fọ̀tẹ́ṣọlá o ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ ni mo rò dọ́dọ̀ àgbà ìyẹ́sùnkún bàbá fọwọ́ lẹ́rán o wọ́n lọ́mọ ènìyàn wọn ò ṣe é gbára lé o. Monkey dey wear shoe, he think say he be fine guy. Alábòsí ọ̀rẹ́ túlétúlé wòkòwòkò ẹ ò rójú olè ìwà ibi ni ò jẹ́ òrá lájọgbé gbogbo nǹkan ò mọ̀ lè jẹ́ tìrẹ o. Ìbùsọ̀ lẹ́nu káti jẹun káyó ọ̀rọ̀ fún ló máa ń forí rẹ̀ ro àgbà ọmọ aṣebí mọ̀ jèsín o ìgbà kan ò lọ bí òréré o ọ̀sán bá ọ wí olóòní gbọ́ alẹ́ bá ọ sọ ó lẹ́nu rẹ̀ rú o alẹ́ ní sọ̀lẹ̀ o lè ní ọjà àgbẹ̀yìn a ń bá mọ̀ ní kẹ́yìn aṣebí o. Monkey dey wear shoe, you think say he be fine guy. Ènìyàn méjì yìí pàdánù irọ́ o bẹ́ẹ̀ ni apá fún ọmọ ẹni purọ́ mọ́ra rẹ̀ o ṣe bójú àwo làwo mi fi gbọ́bẹ̀ o mo èé ṣọ̀dẹ mọ́kàndákẹ́ ni o ènìyàn ó sáwọn náà kẹ̀sí lóró jẹ́jẹ́ mi ni mo mọ̀ ń lò gbà yí wa ẹni tọ́ mi ṣe nìyẹn ń túlẹ̀ àgbọ̀n.
Yes, we're back. And now we're looking at reading Lagos State of Miscreants. And to discuss this with us today is Mr. Bayo Salaman. He's a Chief Superintendent of Police. He's still a serving police officer. And he is the chairman of Lagos State Task Force on Environmental and Special Offenses. We all know what happened recently when we talk about the Anambra situation, where some people were taken out of Lagos State and taken back to what was thought to be their state of origin. And it created some amount of controversy. Now, how do you define people who are miscreants? How is it somebody that looks like they're not dressed well, or that looks like they're wandering? Look being the key issue here. Yeah. So how do you define someone who's a miscreant?
I believe the first thing we should talk about is how lawful is that arrest? Why are we arresting them? What is the reason behind the arrest? You know, as you said, I've heard caption, miscreants out. It's the way you do, the way you look. People will take you that way. And the environment where you are, and the position and the timing of the arrest. We all know some particular areas, some areas in Lagos, I say, miscreant reading areas. We should there's an example. Ajele Guakanimodo.
Where?
Ajele Guakanimodo.
Where is that?
That is when you are going towards Ikorodu.
Okay.
That's something we've cleared those areas off too. Shita is known, it's rural area. Mm-hmm. And some other areas around Lagos State that is known for all these places.
Is Obalende one of them?
Obalende is known for chaos,
okay.
The chaotic environment, not okay. Really miscreant environment, okay. You understand? And that one has changed as well.
You have not answered my question, though.
I'm coming to that.
Yes.
All those areas I was talking about, if by 2 a.m., by 3 a.m., you go and raid a particular place, by that time it is a common knowledge that you have to be at home and be sleeping. And after we get you arrested, there's no reasonable cause for you to be there by telling us that, okay, I was coming from work, I closed late, this is my identity card. You cannot convince us during screening and interview that this is what I do for a living. Then we not place you before the court. It's not just mere pronouncement that makes us to say you are a miscreant. It is a court pronouncement. It's not a verbal word of saying you are a miscreant or you are not. No, it is during that screening that we now remove the innocent one among those ones.
You're giving me the impression, I'm really sorry to interject, you're giving me the impression that people who seem to be wandering could be arrested, and then you don't tag them as miscreants until they get to court and the court says, oh, actually you are a miscreant.
During the screening, as I said, during the screening, we will not be able to say these are the people who want to charge to court as a miscreant. And we remove those innocent ones that you believe maybe they are just going home from work. It is in that screening that when we're asking you questions, what do you do for a living? Okay, let me give you an instance. You have a broken vehicle somewhere now. Some people just come out from a corner and harass you, collect money by force from you. You part with your money without your consent. Those ones, if they are arrested, they are miscreants. They can even tell you that, okay, I'm working for local government, I'm a local government official. It doesn't matter. The law has specified that if we are local government officials, you have to go and collect that dues inside a park or inside your secretariat. That is the Environmental and Sanitation Agency Law, Cap 5 of 2003.
Okay, what about the area boys? Are they miscreants?
They are miscreants too.
So what do you do about them?
We, after the arrest, you understand, what we do is to place them. We cannot just pronounce and give a judgment that this is this and that. At times, if we even say somebody is a miscreant, I will charge before the court. The court can still go ahead and find that they are not.
He's not, okay.
You understand? Because they have representation in the court, they will get a lawyer who will represent them. We have human rights lawyer who will come and say, no, this is the person and this and this and this. Then we can now say, okay, this is the position of the court.
Okay, so when you look at, there are two things just going on in my head, because I drive on my way back from work through, sometimes when you go through the Allen roundabout and then come through Tony roundabout, and you see a lot of do they call them sex workers now? They don't use another word. Sex workers. You find loads of them around that area.